And for all of my empaths out there, this is going to feel really intense because all this energy is going to be floating around, and they're grabbing it. They're trying to stuff it back in. They're trying to attach to it. We are releasing it, right? But in the meantime, we're feeling all of this floating around in the ethers. This is why you want to spend as much time as you can by yourself, honestly, or around people who are also in the same frequency as you. You want to make sure you're clearing your energy a lot. Also, because your own energy is detoxing too, right? None of us who are aware of this process, we're not perfect. We're not perfectly healed. I mean, we are perfect, right? Like ultimately. Right? Ultimately, we're all healed, we're all whole, we're all perfect. This is the illusion. We're shedding the illusion. And that's what this 9-year, this 2025 year is all about. Because remember, yes, we're going through an energetic reset right now with the planetary parade, which is all these planets who are lined up, not in an exact line the way that they talk about it in a lot of these videos, right? They're kind of dispersed around in different constellations, but like all visible in the night sky, and many of them, most of them connected to each other in some way, right? At like some type of angle within astrology. So the planets are connected. All right. The sun is connected, of course, as is the earth. We forget sometimes that the earth is within these planets, right? Everything is all receiving this beautiful energy from the sun, these beautiful recalibrations. Everyone is essentially, it's kind of like the planets are singing their own harmony together, is the way that Spirit's showing it me. And that harmony that they're creating as they sing together and combine their frequencies is kind of like binaural beats. How you have one frequency in one ear, one frequency in the other ear, and then your brain makes up the third frequency. And so that's what the planets are doing for us, with, like we said, the sun and the earth being part of these planets. And so that frequency is buzzing through our bodies. It's buzzing through our field. It's buzzing through Earth's field. It's really, really beautiful. And it's raising the energy. And it's happening right now, but it's going to be happening essentially all through 2025. We're going to have peaks and valleys of this energy as we continue to experience this reset. And some of us are going to be flowing with it. And yes, we're going to have resistance come up. That's a natural part of this process, right? The ego continues to come up. We still have the ego. The ego connects us to the third dimension. And honestly, I feel like there's an aspect of ego that continues on into higher dimensions as well. I don't know if we completely release the ego until we reunite with source. That's just me. Take that with a grain of salt. But like, we still got plenty of it going on right now, right? And like I said, we still got plenty of healing to do. None of us are perfect. We're still on a journey. Just because we're aware of what's going on and we're learning how to flow with it better doesn't mean that we're not struggling still, right? There may be some really intense struggles for everyone moving through 2025, unless you are really, really aligned with your highest self and really in that zone of energy. But even the people that you see who seem like they've got it all together are having moments where their own ego energy is coming up, where their own resistance is coming up, where they are struggling as well, where it's like right now, Spirit's showing me, or was showing me earlier, like the onion and the layers that are being peeled off the onion right now. We use that as an analogy in healing, not just in the spiritual world, but in 12-step, we used to do that as well. Right, so the layers being peeled away. Some of us may have old health conditions coming to the surface that we thought we had cleared, that are receiving a deeper clearing because we're digging into a deeper layer of our cellular memory and our DNA right now, if that makes any sense. It's like this light, Spirit showing me this light, just like, I don't know what the word is, where it's permeating, there we go, permeating our cells, like a deeper layer of our cells, and like more deeply connecting with our DNA, I guess is one way to put it. And oh my God, the DNA strands that I'm seeing that twirling and swirling, they're so beautiful right now. So this is such a powerful recalibration. It's going deeper, which means that there's another layer where some of this energy has been trapped that's releasing. So if you have old health complaints coming up that you thought you had cleared, if you have old thought patterns that you thought you had cleared, old emotions, even like to certain Spirit showing me that for some of us, it's like situations that we thought that we were no longer emotional about, meaning we had released the karma. You've released the karma when you're no longer emotionally attached at all. are still coming back up because there's still some level of attachment we didn't see, right? This is what's going to keep happening as we move through this year, that deeper and deeper layer of that. And as we move through this process, we're releasing more and more conditioning. The internal false matrix is continuing to break down. And as that process goes, we're going to see the false matrix, the externalized hologram of the false matrix, I want to say, continuing to break down as well. Because remember, like I said, the only place it really exists is within the people who are hanging on to it. So as those of us who are willing to release continue to break down where that is encoded within us, we're going to see more breakdown in the world around us, but we're still going to have the people clinging on to that old timeline. And honestly, I have to say, I'm feeling more and more powerfully that we're going to have a lot of people hanging on to that still. Not everybody is going to ascend. Some people are going to repeat an experience like this that they need to experience. And that's okay. We're infinite beings. Right? We have this idea when we talk about the false matrix and the archons and all of this, that we're trapped. We're not trapped. We can never be trapped. We are infinite light. All right. That is an illusion. That is one of the illusions that we are peeling away. Just like the illusion that we are separate from ourselves, from source. We feel separate in this reality. That's how it was designed, but we are not separate. We never were. We cannot be separate. All right? Because we are God. We are that creation energy, that spark of that creational energy, that God spark, that God source, God light, I want to call it right now. All right? It's just another illusion. The trapping is all up here. For some, it's here. It's all through wherever we're holding this attachment to that pain, to that trauma, to those stories that we've accumulated over lifetimes, that's been reinforced over lifetimes because we come in with the same belief systems and we haven't cleared them yet. That's the karma. The belief systems are the karma. They are what we can see of the karma. They're like the trail, like Spirit showing me now, like a tracker when you track somebody through the woods or an animal through the woods, like the little, where you can see where they peed or like where they crushed leaves or sticks and different things like that. You can follow the trail. It's kind of like that. The belief systems are the trail. And that's why I'm so passionate about helping people work through belief systems and working through my own belief systems and all the different ways. And I start finding simpler and simpler ways. And once I find the simplest way, I am going to share it with all of you. Right now, I've definitely figured out some ways and we're moving through it. We're working through it. That's a whole different video, right? So keep doing it. Keep moving forward. Allow this reset to occur now and with every subsequent reset. This is a big breakthrough year. All right, this is a brand new era or epoch of energy that we're entering. 2012 to 2024 was one era or one epoch. Carrie Kay talks about this and I love it because I really feel it. Although she feels the next one going until 2032, I feel 2034 when we have that final eclipse within the set of eclipses that we really highlighted the energy of with that 2017 and 2024 total solar eclipse, the Alpha and the Omega across the United States. If you guys don't know about that, I did a video of it and everyone watching on YouTube, I'll link it in the description box below. That was big. That was really, really big. It's all big. All right, so there's one final set of eclipses within that set, 2027, 2034 across Egypt, the Middle East. The second one is that's creating the line, so they're creating an X. The second one is going through Tibet, China, all of these powerful places. So I feel that this is that next set of energy, that next epoch, that next stage of this process. And it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be bold. It's going to be big. And it's going to require for us to stay in our hearts, to stay centered, to stay grounded, and to be really, really present for ourselves and each other. And I'll talk more about that in future videos. Right now, I just want to say I love you. I appreciate you. Keep clearing, keep doing the salt baths, working with the water, purifying your vessel, letting these emotions, these energies move through you. and attached to none, attached to nothing. Remember, none of this is you. You are pure love light energy. That's it. All right. I'll talk to you soon.